No.
Oh.
No song.
No song.
You had extra time.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. What's today?
We're sitting here giving you
Today's
financial
Thursday.
advice.
Today
Jack.
is
We're
Thursday
trying to
because I
song.
told
I'd
you
rather have the song.
I had a demo Tuesday, a demo Wednesday, and a demo at freaking 8 a.m. this morning.
Okay, we'll just cut off the first.
I have
bit
grandkids
here,
every
and
day.
This is the song right
so
here.
I don't really give a rat's ass about your problems.
Okay,
Welcome to the RCAD, where we have it together. We've got our shit together.
Is that the Matterhorn behind you? The Disney Matterhorn?
I have no idea what mountain that is.
You see that they're having to refurbish it? I guess it got in such bad shape that they had. And the last time I was on it, I thought I almost broke my neck. I mean, I got off. I said, "Oh my God, get whiplash on this damn ride."
Welcome to the Ramblecast.
But it was shut. It was shut down for a year. What the fuck were they doing?
Fucking Matterhorn. God.
Yeah. Have you ever been on the Matterhorn?
Seen it. Never read it.
Yeah.
Never read
Like
it.
30 years ago.
Never been on the Matterhorn.
My name, yeah, people have been on me.
They rode you?
Oh, they riding your horn there, Matt? Hey.
The Matterhorn.
And of course you need to. Oh, I get it. I get it now.
Okay, sorry. It's just.
So you have to be refurbished.
I do. I have to be refurbished. They put in this metal plate this year, and it's still.
They give you a pump.
He used to have lines waiting for him, but
Pump this up. Hello, Janie. Thanks for joining us.
It's not made for tall people.
Yeah. I remember reading that. It's not
Ironically, not a small world.
Of course, the small world never.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Of course, that ride never breaks down.
Never,
those two jokes were better than your last 5 sets of names.
You imagine the amount of murders that would happen if you were stuck somewhere in the middle of It's a Small World, and all you had to do was hear that song just on repeat over and over.
I'd be stuck in one of the foreign countries.
Yeah,
I thought that's where Silence of the Lambs took place. I thought the whole well and the cage and all that was in.
It sings the song again, or else it gets.
It's a small. I mean, it's a great ride.
You put the song in the basket.
The only reason why you ride It's a Small World is because you've been in the park all freaking day and you're hot and you're sunburned and you're miserable and you want to get inside for 20 minutes of a cool off, and then you're just even more miserable because you just hear that freaking song over and over again.
I know Disney World, it's the president's thing, or the president's speak
of presidents.
At least the ride gets a song. The show apparently doesn't.
Wow, Matt!
I heard Lincoln
Kids
never
just
actually
going
gets to
straight
actually
at 'em.
finish the show.
Do what?
I heard Lincoln never actually gets to finish the show.
No, I got a hole in my head. After all,
got
a hole in my head.
After
all.
And then Kennedy comes over and says, "I feel you, brother."
It's a small hole after all.
It's
a small hole in my head.
You guys are dark. This is a dark way to start the whole show. You know that we were riding on a high from last week, having Jay and
who's the one that got the other guys? Was it Rutherford B. Hayes got assassinated? Right.
You got Garfield. You got McKinley.
That's the guy I'm thinking about. At least and McKinley walks up to Lincoln, and Kenny goes, "Well, at least people remember you got killed. They don't know who I am. I'm not on any of the fucking money."
I'm pretty sure it's just 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just 4 that's been assassinated, and then of course
Harrison died of
pneumonia.
Pneumonia, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have of course Teddy Roosevelt got shot. Reagan got shot.
Yeah.
Shot. Yeah.
Shot. Bartlett got shot.
Yes, I remember that point. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I'm sorry.
I almost started to watch that show, and I was like, it's just too fucking long.
Because Reagan broke the curse of if you were elected on the even number of the decade, 0,
zero.
But it has to be even too. So like it was, the 1900 election, 1920 election, 1940, 1960, 1980. Like if you were elected in those, you would die in that year.
I thought Bush broke it. I thought Bush was the one that broke it because
Reagan
he would have been.
But he
dodged that shoe.
But Reagan didn't die in office, so
he was like the Matrix.
He dodged that shoe.
The shoe goes like this.
But that's one thing. It is funny about W though. Like of course with security and other things and technology we have today though. But of all the presidents people really hated, I was shocked that no one did try to kill W because if you remember back 20 years ago, people really didn't like that guy.
I still don't like him, and the fact that he's painting is just an insult.
You're just jealous of his artwork.
Just trying to find his zen.
You're jealous.
No.
Hey, look, his stuff. I see it all the time. When's the last time I saw something? Oh wait,
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and
we lost
say
Jack. It's so weird, unrelated. We lost Jack from.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say far more people hate our number 45 than they did Bush.
Now. But now. Yeah, I look forward to the next Republican candidate, though.
Did
when
Neil Young
are saying, he's worse than Trump, and you're like, really? How can it possibly be?
Did Neil Young devote a whole album?
He did.
Him?
But
there'll be some.
No. I'm saying against Trump. No, he did against Bush.
But he has said though, and I think, and so have the rest of the members of Crosby, Stills and Nash, said that we wasted that record on Bush. We should have saved it for Trump. But
Yeah, but the Flip Flop song I still really like.
Yeah. I mean, there's some good tracks on that record. Yeah,
it's solid.
I wish I would have bought because the one that's officially released that you can still buy is the one that's all distorted because that's the way you wanted it to sound. But he did release a polished version of it or a raw version. I never did buy that one. I should have though. What's going on here?
I'm just musical chairing it.
Oh, okay.
You're fucking hiring a kite, aren't you, man?
Hey, did I tell you guys I got this document?
Apparently so.
Look at you. You're smoking before the podcast.
Nice.
No.
Finally grew a pair. You finally grew a pair.
No, I don't smoke anymore.
That's what happens when you take off your jeans. They're not as restrictive. So
the worst part was they were mom jeans, weren't they?
Free.
He stole Obama's jeans, right?
Obama's jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Obama was supposed to be cool, but those jeans just weren't.
I remember,
what are you talking about? You're high.
The ones that you wore.
Yeah, there was a.
Yeah, he took some crap for the jeans, man. It was like
he was wearing like mom jeans, old man jeans, mom jeans that were kind of like they weren't form fitting. They didn't flatter him.
They weren't Jordache.
Yeah.
Can we just say that?
You're saying Carter can pull off the jean outfit, but
he probably could now.
Carter
can pull off whatever the fuck he wants, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the man.
He's like almost 100 years old.
He has overalls, right?
That's right.
Randy, the boys are breathing. This is what we do.
It's important.
Yeah, you got the boys.
That's why only film from the waist up.
That's right.
I'm not wearing any pants.
It always bothers me when my boss tells me, like, during one of these conference calls I have for work, he's like, okay, Nick, you're going to need to turn your camera on for this one. I'm like, God damn it. Now I got to wash my hair and, like, put on a shirt. Still not wearing any pants, though.
I can't crack a beer during this call.
Yeah, what's going on?
Get an edible.
Yeah, you can.
I like John. The Padres already lost it, but they're still in first place, John. Still in first. They didn't get swept by the fucking Dodgers, who I was fucking rooting for. I hate when I root for a team that I don't like the Giants, and they go out and choke 3 games in a row at home. Thanks, John.
Screenshot.
Sherry.
So
you're not on Facebook. You don't know how she does it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe he is on Facebook.
You got one of those fake Facebook accounts? It's like
definitely don't. Don't.
Okay.
That's fair. Tomorrow is one of the days I'm extra grateful that I'm not on the book.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I turn 41.
Oh, let me write that down.
Yeah, okay.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Don't worry.
You guys can't wish me happy birthday on Facebook.
Never could anyway, because we didn't know.
See, that my point.
Didn't you just have a fucking birthday?
My wife did.
No, I swear you just had one like a couple months ago.
Time flies.
My son did.
I know. I still think it was you.
And my daughter did.
I still think it was you.
Sure.
Are you thinking about Nick? Nick had a birthday at the beginning of the year.
No.
They come back.
Janie says, "Shut up, Chris. At least you're not turning 51."
Shut up, Janie. At least you're not turning 6. At least you're not turning 59. Jeez. My wife today goes, pretty soon you'll be in your last year of your 60s. How's that feel? Or 50s, I go. How's that feel? I go, I don't know. I don't give a fuck, I guess. I don't know.
I was on the book today, as Chris calls it. And today was Bob.
Oh, what the fuck? I never called it. Did I just call it the book?
You called it the book.
Did I mockingly call it the book?
We should get a shirt made. The book.
I thought on the book was code for the toilet, but go ahead.
That's what I thought too.
But today was Bobcat. What's his last name? Goldthwait.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Today was his 59th birthday, and I'm like, God, he's only 59. Like I didn't realize he was that young. I was like, because Police Academy came out so long ago. He does look old.
Drugs.
Yeah, a lot of drugs.
His funniest joke ever was when the Rodney King thing came out and the beating, and he was showing he goes, "Oh, everybody got these cameras. They filmed the cameras, and so you're filming this, and you see me being beaten like that. Put the camera down and come help me." I don't know. I always remember that joke because, well, that was it. He was married to who was that girl? Was
it was the horse from Hot to Trot? Jay
Moore eventually married her, right? What's her name? She was on that. What was that show? It was like Married with Children, but wasn't. She was a redhead.
I don't know, but whenever they get the IMDb app for your brain, I'm going to plug it right into the back.
That would be great.
Of all things for movies, the Matrix hookup would be one of the things I would wish for, just so you can inject any kind of knowledge just directly. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, that would be sweet because
Nikki Cox.
Nikki
Cox.
Oh,
I like her.
Janie said Nikki. I didn't. Be honest with you, I didn't see that before I said Nikki Cox. So
there's a little bit of a delay between.
But she's a Raider fan. I don't get stabbed, so I'll give her credit. I'll say she did give me the hint.
Okay. Yeah. Let me.
Tim's telling us to shut up. She's older than all of us. So there's the end of the podcast.
Right, yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Way to kill it. Yeah.
Have any names for you this week, and we don't have any commercials. So.
And the title is.
Hold on a second. Kim is older than Jack.
Who is?
Yeah.
Kim's older than Jack.
Wow.
Dude, I don't believe
that. Would not have guessed that at all, Kim. So I thought you were young.
Again, I'm basing my opinion solely on her profile picture.
And now Jack's telling me to shut the fuck up.
I mean,
look at Jack. Like he looks like he's about to collect on like Social Security.
Yeah.
And Janie would get carded. Not Janie. Janie as well. But Kim would get carded if she went to the park.
Mm-hmm. And then all the stories that Jack tells about starting out with Nickelodeons, and then going to the talkies. Like there's so many things that you just assume that Jack's old. I mean, he's not mad old, but I mean, he's getting up.
Yeah,
there.
I'm not mad old. Well,
Randy says I'm older than all of you. That I believe.
Randy was carded. Randy was actually carded at a speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird because why would they?
I did.
Randy invented bathtub gin. Just saying.
I was a big Charlie Chaplin fan. I can't lie.
Yeah, I liked the movie Chaplin.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah,
I'm just fucking with you because it was old.
Oh, okay.
All right. Speaking of movies, I'm sorry.
He did his own.
Yeah,
stuff.
I wanted to hear about that, Chris. At some point when you're ready.
Whenever you're ready.
I was definitely eating Chex Mix. I was trying to strategically.
Wait, who's the fucking old person here?
What? Chex Mix is amazing.
It's an old person's snack.
Did you make the Chex Mix or did you buy the Chex Mix?
I bought the shit out of it, dude.
Oh man,
I actually Instacarted it.
It's an old
Tastes
man.
better.
It's an old man. I'm not saying it's bad.
So
that's an old. There's no kid going, "Hey, give me some Chex Mix."
Before I talk movies, let's talk a little bit about Chex Mix because
let's talk about Chex Mix, yeah.
This is a topic that's near and dear to my heart.
Do you put Werther's originals in them?
Holy shit, that would be amazing, and then that would officially be an old man snack. But for the record, I approve. I think it's a fantastic
use whole milk.
What?
All right, so let's talk about Chex Mix for a hot second. Like, what's
your 2%, your 1%?
What's your guys' favorite piece of the Chex Mix bag? And for the record, I am talking about Traditional.
Yes.
It's the crunchy like cereal type
Crisp Freeze
that has salt on. Yeah, crisp that has like salt on it or something like that.
Wait, so what's so you have the little.
I don't know the names of it.
Yeah, you have like the.
All right,
So we'll start here. We'll start here. This here is the rye chip.
That's my least favorite.
That's my favorite.
That's
my favorite.
That's my favorite. Hold on, Matt. We're agreeing on something.
That's so weird because I thought you were going to say that your favorite was the D's nuts.
Yeah, Matt's high.
That is definitely high, and I appreciate this. Okay, so that's the right
joke.
So Nick, that's your least favorite. You say Nick,
my least favorite. Yeah,
it's great because we can at least go to a party together and we can know that we're not.
Jack rubs his balls with them. He loves them so much. How about you, Matt? You like those, Matt?
I do.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are my favorites.
I'm having.
I will gravitate towards those.
Yeah, I did. I found one. Okay, good. All right.
Actually, I stick my hand in.
Next up. In my opinion, this is the shittiest part of the bag of Chex Mix.
Okay.
The fucking thing.
Whatever.
It's like a dried worm. Like a.
Why do you need a French?
It's like a shitty breadstick.
Yeah, it's like a baguette.
It looks like one of those
shrunk down
those
into
inchworm type things. It like
All right,
It's
not
like
my favorite, but not the not at the bottom echelon of Chex Mix is the pretzel.
See, I like pretzels. I like pretzels, but
the problem is it's not it's if you're on a scale of 1 to 10 of pretzels, it's not a good pretzel.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Very true. That's why I asked.
That's the problem with the pretzel. Yeah,
That's why
It's a
if he
shit
made
pretzel.
them. If he
It's a
made
shit
it
everything that you've shown us right now is
if you had a bowl of just those pretzels at a party, they'd be there at the end of the party.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Or
That's-
you'd have literally no water left in your house because everyone would be like,
Unless Randy was there, Randy would probably eat them.
Yeah,
There you
like
go.
those, like those. That's not
I
good. I
like
think of
those.
the name. What that's called. What is
That's
that?
the syrup. That's the
the
cereal
Chex.
part.
That's the check. Okay.
That's the Chex.
That's the
All right.
Chex Mates.
It's in the fucking name.
Wow.
but not least.
yeah, dude, you're getting aggressive, Matt. Was that a sativa or an indica?
That was directed at Nick too, wasn't it?
It was.
He's the only one that's going to come on with you.
I didn't hear it, so he's lucky I didn't hear
He's
it.
talking shit about you.
What was
Yeah.
he saying?
No, I just was saying
No,
it's in the
you were-
fucking name.
No,
I
don't
said
fucking
it's-
Okay.
I got it.
Don't-
Yeah.
Nick said, "What's
don't
that?"
Backpedal. Own it. You got to own it. All right. My favorite.
Okay.
Especially when you find one of them that are just like they sat under the little sprayer too long of the seasoning. You
A
get
toenail?
you get these little bastards, like the darker of the Chex Mix.
The
But
darker Chex.
the ones that get all this shit in there. It's like,
Just like
Yeah, I still go with the bread thing.
so good.
That you're saying the bread thing's the worst?
No, I like it's. We agreed on the bread thing.
no,
We liked it.
No,
The
no,
bread
no. The
thing
bread thing
sucks.
is the little breadstick. We agree
No,
on
I-
the brown bagel chip.
The
Is that
rye
what that
bread.
is?
Whatever
Rye
that's
bread.
called.
The
It's
rye
rye
chip.
bread.
The rye
It's
chip.
the
The rye
rye
chip.
chip.
The
Rye chip.
But it's bread though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
it's a
so-
better
so-
bread.
It's dried. It's basically a crouton.
you're out of line, but you're not incorrect.
Yeah, because I like to sometimes just take croutons with salad dressing on them.
Is there anything else in the Chex Mix? Is that it? Is that the whole point?
I mean, that's the beauty. It's just
A big thing of air. A big thing of air. It comes with an
I've seen some people that
AARP card.
Nick, what's your favorite part?
Every bag comes with an
Well,
AARP.
I don't think I've ever had store-bought Chex Mix like what
Oh,
Chris is eating.
rummy on the board. Rummy on the board. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Like that is like wait, hang on, that way. That is
Beautiful.
So I don't think I've ever had store-bought Chex Mix. My mom always makes it, and that's what I've always eaten at home. And
well, she makes it from scratch.
yeah, you just buy different things and make it, and then like you coat it with different things, you know. Because
this one's got Cheez-Its in it.
That's it. Cheez-Its. Yeah, sometimes
I'm not
No.
I'm not a Cheez-Its fan.
Nay.
Oh, that looked like cashews. Oh, that cashews would be good in there.
are those hot Cheetos?
I think they're hot Cheetos.
Are those
Yeah.
bugles?
Might be the hot
For
Cheetos.
listeners at home, I am
The
now
bugle
sharing.
is an underrated snack.
so you can see some of those. Those are Royal Gold mini pretzels, and those are the bomb. You know, and so you can tell like and see that one has peanuts in it right there.
Mhm,
On
yep.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like there's different things people have put in it over the years.
Yeah,
I don't want to go to the
what's-
recipe.
No, I don't know. Those pretzels look bad.
Who puts popcorn in it?
Yeah, I don't. You know, that's just a weird texture. No.
I think it's something you just hey, we got popcorn. M&M. I like the I've had them with M&Ms.
I'm a little split on the M&Ms. My wife put some in a recent mix, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I want this there.
You call the lawyer.
The kids.
You call
the
the lawyer
kids
and
ate
say,
most of it anyway.
we're heading for divorce.
A lot of people
Janie
are big on
makes Janie
ahead.
in the chat makes a good point. Sometimes people put bugles in there. Bugles can be good in Chex Mix.
Bugles would be a nice.
I just said it's an under. Who puts candy corn in there?
That's
don't know.
fucking
That person be
religious.
beaten to
They
death.
worship Satan. They are Satanists.
You know what it is? They have so many bags of candy corn can't get rid of. They're trying to hide it in the Chex Mix.
Candy corn.
That's what it is.
Here's my thing with Chex Mix.
Did it in 19
Cheerios?
I'm not a fan of people who do.
Oh my
this
god, that's for
sweet
senior
and salty.
citizens.
I think Chex Mix has to be savory, not like you can't mix the sweet and salty with Chex Mix. I'm just not a big fan of it.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Who the fuck's this asshole who made it with Rice Krispies treats? Like, what
This is like an Easter
Is that what's not? Yeah, what is that? That's not right.
Those like ramen eggs? Fuck.
This-
Cadbury mini eggs. Apparently.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look like a lot of
What?
Easter
That is-
Easter M&Ms or Cadbury minis.
Are those Cheerios?
Cheerios?
Crunchy Cheerios?
This is
Chex
for
Mix.
kids. This is kid.
This isn't Cheerios.
This
mix,
is not
assholes.
your.
Cheerios is a punishment cereal.
Just
Not
throw
your
some Lucky
dad's
Charms
Chex
while you're
Cheerios
at it.
is a punishment cereal.
Yeah,
there's
Halloween
the
Chex Mix. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this one's got pecans in it though.
I'm not a pecan. fan.
This is a faux Chex Mix because it's
Oh.
low carb keto.
Oh.
Grow up.
Dude, hold on a second. If I'm crushing a bag of Chex Mix to my face, I don't give a fuck if it's keto. Like go home with this stupid diet fad bullshit and either have Chex Mix or don't.
I keep looking at the shot of Randy there. Go, what the fuck?
And then take your fucking candy corn and shove it up your ass because
Yeah.
it should ever be in the same bowl.
You know, there are some people that
That one's got some cashews in it.
There are
And
some
some
people like.
almonds.
There
Yeah,
are
I
some
see the
people
almonds.
like
Yeah, you're
it.
right.
I'm not.
No.
I like some almonds, but the last time I had almonds, I threw up on them, so I haven't had them since.
I've been in an almond fad for like the last probably 3 months because I used to always hate almonds, but they are packed full of fiber, which I did not know. Hello, but they're good.
Colon blow.
Yeah, colon blow. How many bowls of cereal would it take to equal one of colon blow?
Lucky Charms, no, because the cereal sucks except the marshmallows.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cereal itself is just terrible.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, if you're to have the cereal by itself, you're eating alpha bits.
Yeah,
Remember those?
yeah, I remember those. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember.
Okay, so
Letters of the alphabet.
before I went down the Chex Mix tangent,
I think this is more exciting.
It probably is. I was going to talk about a movie real quick, of which, by the way, I haven't had a chance to finish it yet. But about halfway, a little more than halfway through the movie.
What the hell?
I know, dude. It's been nuts.
What are you watching? 20-minute segments?
I sometimes do that.
Literally.
Janie hates candy corn. I now love candy
I did
corn.
that. I
watched-
did that with Blade Runner.
I watched a bit of it.
Blade Runner though is long though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
So this movie's long as well.
Okay.
So I'll say I've watched on my lunch break, and then 2 days before work, I got to work early.
Froze up
I always
again,
do. What's up?
You froze up again.
Oh, I'm here.
Now you're here. Yeah.
He didn't freeze up on my end.
Oh, sorry.
And I watched it before work a couple days because unlike the younger generation, I show up to work early. Yeah, that was a dig. It was.
You can
Anyway.
always tell the younger people they show up late and they don't have Chex Mix in their snacks.
Yeah, Chex Mix, you're fucking fired. Anyways, it's a new movie by Zack Snyder, and it is The Army of the Dead, available.
Army
on
of the
Netflix
Dead.
Stream.
I saw some
So-
previews for that.
Yeah, it's a zombie flick. Takes place in Las Vegas, present time. The lead actor in the movie is Dave Bautista. You guys know Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy / WWE, whatever.
He's a big guy, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's.
I get.
The blue
The green guy. The green guy.
They confuse me with
Blue
him all the
green,
time.
Yeah.
Same hairstylist. So the movie never fails to realize what it is, and that's one of the things I love about it.
So
How would you know if
set it up.
wait,
set
wait.
up a little bit. Set it up a little.
How
bit
would you
first.
know
Like,
if you haven't?
What's the
No,
premise?
time out. How do you know if you haven't seen the end of it?
It's true.
So from what the fuck I've watched, Jack,
Well, how far are you into it?
I'm more than halfway through it. So I was texting you guys as I was
more than
watching
halfway
it,
through sex.
and I was getting really excited about this movie because it's a zombie flick and it didn't take itself too seriously, but it does at the same time. So it's kind of like Shaun of the Dead meets, what was the combination of movies I put in there?
Tron?
Shaun of the Dead plus Ocean's 11
Yeah.
plus something
Another
else. I
one.
forgot what it was.
There were so many texts. Like,
I'm looking.
I put the phone down and walked away.
Aww.
I couldn't keep. My grandkids were there. I couldn't.
You know
keep
what?
up.
Fucking dumb.
Mister, I've got to text everybody a TikTok video every morning.
Come on,
Okay.
those are some funny shit.
So anyways,
Come on.
the movie's
Furious.
fantastic. It's Fast and Furious plus Shaun of the Dead plus Ocean's 11, and it never ceases to think of anything.
I've never seen Fast and Furious.
So the movie is awesome. So it takes place in there you go. Thank you. It takes place in Vegas where there's a zombie outbreak, and it kind of like catches up 10 years later, and then there's a plan to nuke Las Vegas, which is a very hot.
It's already hot as it is.
Yeah,
Take that, Janie, and your Raiders.
Contended strategy that the public was either for or against, etc. But there is a casino that has a large sum of money in its safe still that the casino owner has already been paid out for through his insurance company, but he wants to see if we can recover said money. So Dave Bautista has to put together a crack group of people to go with him, Ocean's 11 style,
like Three Kings,
to infiltrate this zombie-infested Las Vegas to try and get in there, bust into the safe, get the money, and helicopter out.
This is on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, and it's so much fun. I was watching it for 3 different sit-downs, I sat down and watched it 3 different times, and I laughed every time I watched it. I was like, that's awesome every time I watched it, and I just enjoyed the way that they handled the zombie aspect of the whole ordeal. And I had no idea what the cast was going to be like. And the moment that Tig Notaro, I don't know if you guys know who Tig Notaro is.
I don't know, but he was great in Winnie the Pooh.
She was awesome in everything else that she's done. She's a comedian. And it's just so out of fucking left field that Tig Notaro is in this movie, and her role is fucking great. Again, I'm looking forward to finishing the movie. I know this is kind of an improper review as I haven't watched the entire thing, but I can tell you it's going to be fun no matter what.
I'm gonna watch it based on your review.
Thank you.
Half review.
I'm gonna half watch it until I know you've watched the rest of it. I'm in for a penny and for a pound with this.
Because I just saw the commercial where they're at they're at a sporting event, and there's 2 zombies there, and the lady's just kind of looking at the zombies. And I go, okay, I'm gonna check out this movie. And then you started texting about the movie and stuff like that. They weren't TikTok videos, but
it's really good. It's really good. It's everything I wished Walking Dead was.
You know what I wish The Walking Dead was?
Commercial.
Yeah.
Nice. This show is brought to you by Chex.
It's a 10-season commercial.
It is. They pull up in a Prius because they just stole one from a dead zombie.
Yeah.
You still have power. What the hell? What's going on? I'm going to go to the movies. Tomorrow, I'm going to see A Quiet Place 2.
Oh.
Is that in theater?
Yeah, it's in theaters. Came out yesterday.
So
I'd go see it at Alamo Drafthouse. Quiet.
I was just listening to an Office podcast. Brian Baumgartner is interviewing
The Office Lady podcast?
No,
the one with Kevin, right?
Kevin, yeah. But his most recent episode, he talks to, and I'm forgetting Big Tuna's name, but directs
John Krasinski.
Yeah, The Quiet Place. I'm sorry, I'm high. Don't listen to me.
Wouldn't the proper name for the sequel though be A Quieter Place, and then the third trilogy be The Quietest Place?
No, it'll be Shut Up.
Well, what was interesting about the interview though is that
pretty good.
He's from the Boston area, and the way he razzes Brian on the show, I was like, that is totally like Chris. It was like I got a sneak peek into Chris's psyche.
So you're saying
listening to John. No, I was just like, oh, I almost understand it.
I tried to bait him, but he wouldn't take the bait.
No. I was trying to give Chris a compliment and saying that I recognize his humor as being similar to John Krasinski's.
Now, why does John
Oh,
Krasinski
interesting.
talk different than he used to?
He's an actor.
No, I know, but is it because he married Emily Blunt, who's British? He lives in
Could be.
England because he doesn't speak the way he did on The Office, and he doesn't speak the way
he was acting.
He was acting. He was
Can
doing
I
it for
can
acting.
I finish, Larry?
No, you can't. You can't finish. You can't finish.
Can I finish?
He does
Wait,
have an East
Jack,
Coast. He has
Jack,
a
are
little
you
bit of an
getting-
East Coast.
Are you upset because people are cutting you off?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like it. It's bullshit. I got something to say. Let me speak. The rest of you fuck off. I don't care.
I do not yield my time. I do not yield my time.
I'm done. Everything's done. 1,000 points of light. Everything. I'm cool. No, I'm done. This is it. I'm done. No.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, I think that you're very much like him in that way. Yeah. And I was like, oh, like this is, hearing their camaraderie, it was like, it made me like sad, that we didn't have that. I was like,
But yeah,
oh.
he and BJ Novak grew up and went to high school together.
Right. That's crazy. I learned that on that podcast. And I was like, what?
Newton, Mass, just about 15 miles west of Boston.
It's crazy how people on that show
I hate
too.
when people name drop where actors were born and raised. It's just bullshit. I mean, I don't want to say Ted Danson was born in San Diego, but he was born in San Diego.
It's a big town.
Yeah.
It's a big
It
role.
is. Well, it is. It is now. Back then, it wasn't that. It was a Navy town. It was, not.
I don't want to brag that Steve McQueen was born in Indianapolis.
Teddy Williams played baseball over here in San Mateo.
No, San Diego.
San Diego, rather. No, the Tom Brady.
Hoover High, actually.
Yeah.
I just know that.
Janie's just starting stuff in the chat
Dude,
here.
Janie is lighting Jack up right now.
You
Yeah,
really,
the A's have won multiple World Series back in the
Hold
day
on, hold
when there
on.
was no television, and the Raiders have won multiple Super Bowls back when.
Read the burn for people who are not here in the video chat. So Janie says, Jack, you can talk all the smack you want, but at least my A's have won multiple World Series, and my Raiders have won multiple Super Bowls.
And at least my Padres who have never won anything are still in San Diego.
Yes, I say, is she talking about the Raleigh A's and
The Raleigh
Las
A's,
Vegas,
the Las Vegas Raiders, Oakland. Come on, Oakland. My aunt lives in Oakland. My uncle used to be. He was a diehard Raider fan, and he was. How they say people can't change. He was an absolute dick when I was growing up. I mean, he just hated kids. He hated. And then one day we were sitting down. We go. It might have been Thanksgiving. So how's it going, Jack? How you doing? I go. And you are. He changed overnight. He became this cool guy. And
maybe you just got to an age where he was like, okay, I can talk to him now.
No, he just changed. He just became less stressed out. He was like, I hated going there. They lived in Huntington Beach, and I was like, oh my God, this guy. And then he would give the give and take about the Raiders and Chargers, and that's back then when I had a team and cared. When my team leaves, I say fuck them, Janie. I say fuck them. You can go.
John, the UPS guy, soon to be the South LA Padres.
Why
could you fucking imagine? Could you imagine
the Long Beach Padres?
They have the Padres have the best stadium in Major League Baseball. Why would they move?
I don't know if I can
They
podcast
have a
with
really
them
great
anymore if
stadium.
that happens.
It's the best. It's a great stadium, great weather.
It's a nice
Every seat faces home plate. Why would you go anywhere else?
And you can punch old people in the stands.
Yeah. That was in Colorado.
I wasn't in Colorado. Okay.
You see that video yesterday? It was a Dodger fan beating the crap out of a Houston fan, and his daughter, who's like 1.5, is sitting behind just screaming and crying. And the mom and the both Dodger fans are beating the crap out of it. And so finally a fan picked up the girl that was crying to get her out of harm's way because Dodger fans are upset that the Astros cheated. It's not the fans that cheated.
Right.
Why are you fighting the fans, dumbass Dodger fans? I get it. Houston cheated. You want to give the players crap? Go ahead. Fans didn't do anything. That's all I got to say about that.
That's all.
Yeah, all you gotta do in response is start a Machado chant for when he fucking blew it.
Okay,
I'm amazed that Pujols got traded to the Dodgers. I mean, he's so old now.
No, he didn't get traded. He got
Wait.
cut.
Okay. I didn't know he got cut by the Angels. Okay, and then got okay. Because
Janie and I, so you can all comes back to hating the Dodgers. Everything's good.
John, the UBS guy, says Oracle is the best. Fenway is second.
Oracle. That's a San Francisco. It changes names like every other year. I can't keep up.
I've
walked
around Oracle Stadium or whatever they call it now.
I don't usually like wearing a parka in July when I'm watching a baseball game. Sorry, John.
The one good thing about Baltimore, their stadium is nice.
Oh, Camden Yards is gorgeous.
Yeah,
I will say of the stadiums I've been to, yes, Randy, Oral is the best. I don't know if that was a fucking typo or not, but
no, he's fucking around. He's fucking around.
Cool. Oral is the best.
So I will say that my two favorite stadiums are easily Fenway Park and Camden Yards. Camden Yards was something special.
Fenway Park is somewhere I want to visit. I also want to go to Wrigley Field before I die.
I mean,
shit, Wrigley's awesome too.
Yeah, Wrigley's great.
Just because of the history.
I mean, what does it tell you when Major League is filmed in Baltimore Stadium and Camden Yards instead of
Cleveland?
Instead of Cleveland.
Well, to be fair, there was something they couldn't use Cleveland for something.
But yeah,
what are you laughing about, Matt?
I'm just fucking with the thing.
And he's looking at all the vivid colors.
Janie, going to your Oakland A's, I could probably tell you more about the Oakland A's of the '70s than you. Just saying.
So
I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh my God, Janie, don't take.
I was a big Oakland A's fan in the '70s because I liked all their players. I was a Padre fan.
I wish she had a live mic right now. She could just cuss you out.
She can cuss me out all she wants. I'm probably
Jack's
right.
a big fan of Stokeland.
I'm
the argument.
I'm probably correct on this. You can cuss me out. I don't care.
See, she's been a fan since '78.
Well,
78. But their big moments were 73. Well, actually, 72, 73, 74. They won the World Series 3 straight years.
Right, you know what?
They probably would have won it, but Charlie Finley, the owner of the A's at the time, free agency came around. He said, "Fuck it, I'm not paying these players." And that's when Fingers, Tennis, Joe Rudy, I think Joe Rudy went to Boston, I believe. Vida Blue. All these Catfish Hunter went to the Yankees. All these players left the A's. They had a dynasty. They probably would have won 7 or 8 World Series straight. But anyway, I go ahead.
Oh man, fell asleep there for a second.
What do you watch? Hey, we haven't talked about how the Patriots. Trump helped the Patriots out on Spygate. What? You didn't see that?
No.
Oh yeah, Trump helped the Patriots out during Spygate. Remember, Arnold Specter was doing that.
Yeah, he didn't do a good fucking job.
Well, there's a reason. There's a reason behind it because Trump stepped in and helped his boy Kraft out.
I don't fucking care.
I'm just. Well, you can change the subject.
Why? Tell me you are a bitter sports fan without telling me you're a bitter sports fan. The first thing you do is talk about fucking Spygate. 10 years still after the fact.
It came out in the. It was in all the papers yesterday.
I didn't see it.
Well,
the papers.
You know what? Stop watching 5 minutes. It
was in the papers.
It was on all the internet.
All the papers. I get all of them. You know,
all of them.
Hey, paper salesman, why don't you shut the fuck up?
We're talking about something different.
I'm trying to help your business out. You're bashing paper.
No, that's commercial newsprint. How does
a paper guy bash a paper?
Because that paper is trash paper.
It's not made from
newsprint is trash paper.
It's not made from dolphins.
No, it's made from wood pulp. That's why it's acidic.
It's a fiction.
So, like, better paper is made from a better quality.
All right. This is even more boring than the Oakland A's of the 70s.
I think Randy was turned on. He wanted to know more.
You beat me to it. I was coming up with a creative way to drop that, but you beat me to it. Anyways, so let's steer away from this fucking bullshit. And you just reminded me for a hot second. Nick, you texted something to all of us in Owen and Baru's recently. Yeah, Jack, we're gonna talk Star Wars. Suck it.
This is when we lose half our audience. But
so what blew me away? You know what? I do know rolling papers. Hang on.
Rolling papers, hurricane.
So easily distracted.
So easily, all I had to do was pop up Randy's comment. Chris only knows rolling papers, and then Chris.
What kind of beer is Randy drinking in that
These are the best.
Oh yeah, those are good. If you like it raw, like Chris does.
Baby, I like it raw. Anyways, side note: if you're looking for a funny ass feed to follow on Instagram, the CEO of Raw is amazing. Like, it is actually, I get a smile and a laugh out of him every day because it's hilarious.
On Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
What is it?
Sure it's not Facebook?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You sure it's not the book?
Nope, not the book. But anyways,
you're saying it's the gram.
The story that I was wanted to talk about was that Nick, you brought this up in our text string the other day, that as of like 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh right,
more time has passed in between. Wait, what was it, Nick? You
between now and the release of the Phantom Menace than there has been time between Return of the Jedi and the Phantom Menace. So now we've passed the time of the gap.
Yeah. Really,
that is fucked.
Wow. Wow.
And it's crazy just how time flies. You know.
Yeah. To me, it was weird looking at like the distance between Wizard of Oz to A New Hope, and then thinking about that same distance from A New Hope
Wizard of Oz
until now. So, because last week I was doing all the things on Wizard of Oz.
Is that what Dorothy was saying? Stay on target.
No, they're about 40 years apart.
And she had the witch's broom.
We're not on Naboo anymore.
I mean, think about it this way: if Back to the Future was made today,
stay on target.
Yeah, Back to the Future was made today, we'd go back to 1991.
That's
91. And so it's just like, oh my god. You know?
Or if the Wonder Years were made today, it would be about the 2000s.
Well, there's
they are making a Wonder Years.
I know, but I'm saying if we made it today to reflect back the same period of time, it would take place in the year 2000.
I hate to go back to baseball, but there was something that came last week. The Padres were playing Seattle, and something they said he is the blank number player to play Major League Baseball. What do you think? How many players in the history of Major League Baseball have played Major League Baseball?
Actually, physically played it, or just been on
like a one day. They maybe only one day. Maybe they're like
Moonlight Graham.
Like Graham.
It's got to be like the 500th million or something like that. It's got to be in the millions, right?
I was shocked. I can't believe that was the amount.
Let's say 400,000.
I would say 5,000.
The answer is 20,000.
20,000 people.
I was closest.
Yeah. No, Chris was. Yeah. I go, wow, since baseball, 20,000. You just think it would be more than that.
You know, tomato.
So if your kid wants to play baseball,
I'm using art math. Art math.
Look at that.
I think
it's been like 130, 40 years.
What do you think about
What do you think? Like 22 people per team.
No, it's more than that.
Is it more than that? Okay,
26. I think they have 26 now.
200,000 people every year.
Don't forget, for the first 2/3 of that time era, the teams were smaller.
Yeah.
Well, there weren't as many teams.
Yeah.
But still, it's interesting
because they didn't include other races at that point. That's why.
Well, actually that doesn't really factor into it. They just didn't have as many teams.
No, Matt. They literally had half the teams.
Just it's a win for inclusionism.
It's like when Detroit was winning all the Stanley Cups. There was only like 6 teams in the NHL.
They broke barriers when they included.
You talking about back in the 70s? I mean, Detroit was good in the 70s with Bobby Hull.
I'm having.
I'm saying back in the like,
what did you eat?
40s or 50s, they only had like 6 teams.
He ate all the buttons, all the peyotes. Look at all the colors behind Jack, man. It's like,
I heard.
Why would I waste it on this show?
It was a catcher for Seattle.
It makes it way better.
When they said that, I go, "How is there only 20,000? It just seems like there'd be more than that." But 20,000.
We also think like how many rosters are Let's say you have a group. Let's say you have a group of 20 players, right? That same group of 20 players, half of them will play 10 to 12 years.
right?
Well, back in the
in
old
what
days,
position? Yeah,
they had to make, it wasn't like they got big contracts and they could go out and retire.
Right.
They had to keep playing like for 20, 25 years.
Yeah, same
because
old
they weren't making but about $10,000, $12,000 a year.
Right. Except Babe Ruth.
It is interesting to wrap your head around that, because you would initially think that there's been far more players to jump on the field.
Because I'm pretty sure
I was pretty close.
I'm pretty sure the first $1 million contract was for Nolan Ryan, and that was like 83 or 84.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was 83.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
He could probably still be pitching.
Yeah.
Because I've told you that before. Because I remember Terry Bradshaw was the #1 draft pick for the Steelers in 1970, and he signed a 10-year contract for $100,000.
Now, is Terry Bradshaw is he only successful because he was on Pittsburgh?
I mean, I really like Terry Bradshaw because he's the kind of quarterback I like.
I know he's from the South. I get it.
Well, no, I like that he's physical. He was physical, which you don't see a quarterback.
A lot of those quarterbacks back then were. They
yeah.
had to be because they were getting the shit kicked out of them.
Right.
Yeah, but then
What quarterback isn't physical?
Huh?
What quarterback isn't physical?
Olivia Newton-John?
I'm talking about someone who doesn't slide, someone who just takes it to.
Well, there was no slide rule back then. It's like you start running. You either run for the sideline or you get the.
But there was a time in which if you were a quarterback in football, you also had to be a linebacker. I mean, that was kind of like how it was.
I hate to bring up Charger history, but Dan Fouts, how the Oakland Raiders defended Dan Fouts? Keep hitting him until he's bleeding to death.
Yeah.
Because they didn't call the penalty. I mean, you'd see his blood dripping down.
Well, what's that asshole from? I think he's from. Sorry, Dan. I think it's from the Raiders. The guy who was notorious for like breaking people's hands and like sticking his hand up people's assholes and the tackles. What's his? Polish guy. Polish guy. Romanowski. No,
Romanowski. He was that's Denver, I think.
Was it Denver?
He might have played for the Raiders. He was the most dirtiest. He's the dirtiest player.
Motherfucker.
He played for like a few teams, but yeah, he was a dirty player.
He was sharing stories of how he used to like literally stick his hand up people's assles to get them to fucking freak out.
How do you get the whole hand up there? I mean, there's spandex around
he was
there.
on steroids.
You can't just punch. You can't just punch someone in the ass. I mean,
this
glide it in.
What is it? What's going on?
He was a big
Apparently
guy.
You're speaking from experience here, I guess.
He's a big guy.
But big guy. What? But I mean, like, there's cheeks involved and like things moving around. Like
they didn't have the butthole padding.
Well, if a man got rimmed in the ass by this guy, a hand up there, I'm sure there's a way that they could have just shut that down. So they were asking for it.
It still happens to this day. I mean, the one person I've known who played in the NFL.
I'm joking. I'm making light of an ugly subject.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, Matt.
Thanks.
I had one guy I knew played for the Titans. He's on the kick return team. He told me that all the time. He's like, yeah, he goes, it's crazy the difference between college and NFL because it's their livelihood. And every time you're in a pile up, he goes, you're going to get punched in the nuts. You're going to get punched in the ribs. You're going to get just constantly hit because
eye gouging.
Yeah, like he goes, it's dirty even today.
Oh, huh? Well,
yeah, Conrad Dobler. He played for the Cardinals.
That's not a real name.
Randy.
That's
that's a real guy, Conrad Dobler.
Thanks. Try again.
Cardinals, right, Randy? Played with Don Coryell, the Cardinals.
Speaking of Randy, we received an email this week from a very special little boy who listens to this show. I hope that you understand that it's explicit, and that
Are you saying we got an email from a kid?
From a kid, from a little.
That would be funny. Well, I would die laughing if we actually got an email from an 8-year-old kid.
I know, especially.
I love the RCAD. Actually, you guys teach me so much about life.
When this show first started, we used to get emails from teenagers. The Married Man Show.
Yeah, that's younger.
I was right. Conrad Dobler, St. Louis Cardinals.
Those teenagers are all 40 now, Jack. That's how.
Yeah, that's true.
Randy, that's not a real team.
They moved to Arizona, all the way to Tacoma.
So we got this email. Make of it what you will. It's not even really signed by Randy.
Read the email.
Oh, it's from Randy?
It says, "Will anyone check the email?"
Do we have to read an email from Randy if he's in the
We
chat?
did. Well, I feel like it's only fair. We ask for emails each week. We have a listener who joins us.
We ask for good emails each week.
Well,
is this a good email?
Okay, make of it what you will. It's almost like a riddle or a joke. What do you get if you have an infinite number of rednecks riding around in an infinite number of pickup trucks with an infinite number of shotguns shooting an infinite number of highway signs? What do you get?
This is for Nick. I don't know.
It's kind of a take on the what do you get when you get like an infinite number of monkeys?
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I would fucking kill for a Klondike bar right about now.
I'm not a huge Klondike fan.
Dude, are you kidding me? Those things are amazing.
I just not.
This little boy Randy wrote in with this.
Yeah, you lost me at Randy.
Randy, yeah.
What do you get
it's to Nick. I mean, I don't. How am I going to? Okay, I live in North Carolina, but
I've never knows the answer.
I know what I'm asking. I read the email.
Oh, you did
when it came in. Yeah.
What's the answer
on this podcast?
No, he read it. You guys are fucking delinquents. What he's trying to say is that he already read the email that you just referenced.
There's an answer.
Let's call the show off
until you actually give us the answer. So just give us the goddamn answer.
The complete works of Shakespeare in Braille.
I get it, but
I get it.
Right, there you go, Randy. We read your email.
But when you shoot a sign with a shotgun, the dents go the other way, so it's not really Braille unless you're flipping the sign over.
It's kind of like Parcheesi, right?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you see them. Sometimes you see it where it doesn't go all the way through and it just leaves the bumps. So,
because where do you live?
It's infinite number.
Randy's sitting there being like, "These fucking peasants. They don't deserve my humor."
Infinite number of pickup trucks. How fast are they going?
It's not smart. It's not smart.
Can I just say this? I'm gonna try to be as nice as I can. Randy, just stick to the chat.
It's not smart to shoot a sign.
I will say he could moonlight as creating the name lists every week, and he might be successful.
Might be more successful than I am.
I'm just yes. Anything.
It's not smart to shoot a sign with a shotgun anyway, because the odds of it hitting the sign and then ricocheting back into your truck is very high.
You speak from experience?
I didn't do it. I was in a truck when someone else did it.
Us taxpayers have to replace those signs.
Hypothetically speaking.
That's the fucking most southern thing I've ever heard Nick say. I didn't do it, but someone I was in a truck with did. It got holes in his truck.
Bobby Joe was crazy that night. Bobby Joe was out shooting.
He had red in his eyes, and he just was after it.
He was using buckshot. That's how crazy he was. Yeah.
I like how it went into Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
It was like thinking it was a cooter.
That was like Bill Cosby from Alabama.
Yeah, it was like a Dukes of Hazzard cooter.
Get your good old boy. Get them two boys.
Okay, just pitching this to the networks. Whoever's willing to take it. It's the Dukes of Hazzard. We're gonna load it with everything that, like, every actor that has basically been accused or basically behind bars. So, and we're
General Lee's only I guess you can't have the General Lee anymore, can you?
You can. You should have the top half anymore.
No, the Robert
not unless you have Bill Cosby doing the character of Cooter. And we're gonna cast.
I can fix that transmission.
Matt Lauer is Bo, and we got Kevin Spacey as Boss Hogg.
Well, Bo
He's wearing a lot of makeup, of course.
The kid from that '70s show as well.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Oh fuck! Yeah, he's getting raked over the coals.
Well, he should be. What the fuck, man?
What's funny?
Put him in the lineup in NFL because from what I hear, you get in the
and I didn't know any of this was happening. I wasn't paying attention to this news story.
Phil Romanowski's the narrator.
You imagine that could probably happen. You imagine getting an instant replay and you see a guy actually punch a guy in the asshole on live television. It's like, there's our first case of sexual assault on the field in the NFL.
Just like a big blur.
Well, it explains why Tom Brady's always so bitter on the field, right? Or why he keeps playing.
That's the funniest thing Jack said in like 10 years. That was
I'm always good for a good sexual harassment joke. Anyway,
this show's got it all, and I feel like we walked right up to the.
My wife and I started watching Son of Sam on Netflix.
Oh yeah, I saw that came out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. I guess this reporter.
You saw that? Do you guys share Netflix accounts?
No, I saw an article saying like the best shows on Netflix right now.
Well, it's funny. We're 2 episodes. Finally, John said something.
So our hypothetical loser show here.
Yes, the good old boy.
Michael Jackson will sing the theme song
because he's all about the good old boys.
Damn. It's gonna have to be a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Never meant no harm. You're gonna sleep in my bed. And anyway, we're just
been in trouble with the law.
I've been in trouble with the law a few times.
R. Kelly runs the lemonade stand.
We just need to cast this show with all.
Who's wearing the Daisy Dukes?
I don't know what woman will take it on, but
I didn't say it had to be a woman. The modern day show.
That's our show.
It shouldn't be a woman. Yeah,
it's got to be a guy. We'll let Kevin Spacey pick the guy, right?
Oh my gosh. I feel like this is the dark side of last week's episode. Like last week, Jay's on here. They call it Cliff. It's all like, "Hey guys, we love you, man. It's good to see you."
All bets are off. No, but I was gonna say, Son of Sam, this reporter, this New York reporter.
John is just killing it. You gotta keep going back.
I can't wait to see that at the end of the.
Harvey Weinstein. No, what's the
producer?
What's the guy that died in prison?
That didn't hang himself.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Weinstein.
Weinstein
got married. Jeffrey Weinstein.
Oh no.
Yeah. Jeffrey.
Rosanna's Daisy Duke. There you go, John.
Jeffrey.
John, feel free to send us your joke next week. We'll see.
One of my Daisy Dukes as I sing the national anthem. Jeffrey Epstein. Yes. Anyway, so Son of Sam, this reporter, this New York reporter, who sounds a lot like who's the guy that played Thomas Jefferson? Not Thomas Jefferson, John Adams. Giamatti, Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti.
I kept going. The first episode, I kept going. Is that Giamatti? I guess he died, so Giamatti was doing his part.
Yeah, and fun fact: not many people realize that his father was
the baseball commissioner. He's the one that banned Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Huh?
Bartlett Giamatti.
Bart Giamatti.
Or E. Bartlett Giamatti. Yeah. I think he hyphenated or shortened his first name.
He had the balls to ban Pete Rose.
Yep.
But I guess that he had a theory that the Son of Sam was based on a guy that had a dog. Well, this Sam guy had 2 sons. These 2 sons used to hang out with what's his name? Horowitz. Is it not Horowitz? Who's Eddie Haskell?
Well, you were saying my 2 sons or something like that.
That's my 3 sons. That's a different fucking show, dude. What the fuck? Eddie Haskell was not on.
I know.
On My 3 Sons.
I'm following you, Jack.
You realize that everybody listening to this show under the age of 30 is like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Do some homework.
My 2 sons.
Berkowitz,
look it up.
Berkowitz. Thank God.
I don't think we have any listeners.
Yeah, I think we got like 7 listeners, and they're actually in the chat right now.
The 4 listeners that are watching are just waiting for us to upload.
That's my 3 sons. No, so
did you have a point to this?
His theory is Berkowitz was not the killer. He was just a watchman. The two sons of Son of Sam were the actual killers, because if you look at the composite drawings, look nothing like Berkowitz. They look like the two sons of the and those sons died mysteriously because they were part of some cults, which Berkowitz was part of. So no, Brady wasn't Beaver.
Yeah, the Beaver. The one was Beav, and then the other one was Eddie Haskell. He got Beaver in trouble.
No, Eddie Haskell was never getting any Beaver on the show.
Eddie Haskell and Beaver were the sons of Sam, and Sam worked at a bar in Boston. I know it.
Lumpy
it
would
brings
have
the whole
TV. Leave it to Beaver. Lumpy would have been Son of Sam.
It's
right?
I don't know.
Lumpy, as in Chewbacca's son, was
exactly.
I don't think we can follow this thread very much further, but I like this.
But anyway, so I'm 2 episodes in. It's pretty fascinating. But this guy was like, he just basically it's Roman Polanski.
Roman Polanski. How do we forget Roman Polanski?
Well, how do we forget Roman Polanski? Where Hollywood gave him a standing ovation for winning the Academy Award, even though he wasn't there. Hollywood, who knows how to tell us what to do, gave him.
Sherry's been here the whole time.
Well, if she hasn't been participating, Arnold Ziffel.
This is just the show is just debased into us just to say
Arnold Ziffel was a pig on Green Acres. Green Acres. You know, if you listen to the theme song Green Acres, it's pretty sexist. But I won't. It's pretty sexist.
Sexist.
You are my wife.
Oh.
So he's telling her, "You're my wife. You have to come live on this stupid farm."
That's right. Yeah, I never put that together.
I was listening to the song the other day and said, "That's a sexist song."
Yeah.
But
imagine that. Mind blown. 60s.
It was 60s, early 70s. You know, but I did want to say something. My granddaughter has been. There's
a segue.
Hold on a second. Yeah. How the fuck?
There's a segue
because I have it written down here.
Everything we're talking about, and let's talk about my granddaughter now. Like,
you know what? Speaking of Howard Ziffel, I want to talk about Arnold Ziffel.
Speaking of Son of Sam,
I want to change the subject.
Daughters of Jack,
because you've gone off the deep end here, Matt.
What? I've gone off the deep end
because you have Eddie Haskell on every fucking show in the 60s. Sherry says she's soaking in the wisdom. Name the TV show and I will help you out with it. So anyway, no, and the A's of the early 70s. So
why
anyway,
did you do it on me?
Because you have that pissed off look. Like
you have this like,
why am I on this fucking show? Usually I call in sick or I just say fuck it, I'm not showing up. This should have been one of those days.
Why couldn't I have gotten scheduled to work tonight?
Kip says they made a cute couple. I'm sorry, I didn't see her with what's his name?
Yeah, I totally.
He was too old.
Well, not only that, but
he was good on The Longest Yard, though. He played the bad guy in the longest.
Are we talking about somebody else? Because I don't know.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, what's his name? Green Acres. Eddie Albert.
Yeah. Okay.
Eddie Albert.
You lost me at Beaver.
Well, we usually do.
I still have Sherry's Leave It to the Beaver coming up here. All right, here.
Oliver, yes, Randy, Oliver, and not Natasha. What was her name? It was one of the Gabor. It was one of the Gabor sisters.
Jaja.
Jaja. No, it was the other one.
The only Gabor I know.
There was two. There was two Gabor.
Bougie?
No, the actress. What was her name on the fucking show?
I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about.
Green Acres is the place to be.
Do you think any of us have watched
living is the life?
Why would I have ever watched
spread out so far and wide? Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Ava, how did I forget Ava?
Oh, that's it. That's my favorite. Gabor.
Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa Gabor?
Lisa
Simpson.
No, Lisa from the Green
Lisa
Acres.
Okay.
Come on, look at that.
No,
he's not a bad looking guy, but she's she's too good looking for him.
Oh, totally. I mean,
right?
he was lucky to have her, and he got her with his money.
Jeb or whatever his name is, he just died recently. The actor.
That's pouring a little bit out.
Yeah.
So
anyway, my granddaughter
was she watching Kim's Convenience? Because I wanted to talk to you about that.
She does watch Kim Convenience, and she likes it.
Really?
I just finished season 1. So anyway,
I'm starting to rewatch it because I was like, oh, maybe I'll catch up with Jack and we can,
Lisa Douglas, thank you, Janie.
You want to talk about Sons of Sam's and whatever?
Finally, Janie posted something in the chat that's useful. Thank you. Yes, Lisa Douglas.
The best part about the last 30 seconds is that Matt over here has just been thinking you're shitting down your throat, and you are not paying one bit of attention to it. And you're just going on about green acres.
Does anyone pay attention
to your granddaughter? We started talking about your granddaughter, and then you segued into Green Acres for like 10 minutes.
I wish you would finish the story.
She was not on Petticoat Junction. There's a little hotel called the Shade. Anyway, so when my grandkids make a mess, I watch Hayden and Ava, and I always go, oh, Ava, oh, Hayden, because I don't want to cuss them out because they're my grandkids. So now Ava, when she makes a mess,
you've always set a great example.
I know, I do. Fuck off. So
God damn it.
God damn it. You slip up one fucking time.
Yeah.
I am trying to get her to say butthead. Hey, butthead. Hey, butthead. Call your mom butthead. I'm trying to keep you
the spine. Tax for you letting me watch the grandchildren. I get to have fun.
Butthead. I am teaching him how to say butthead.
All right, Jack, can you land this fucking plane?
And my daughter, when she was growing up, her name was Heather Cheddar because my youngest daughter called her Cheddar instead of Heather. So I made the song Heather Cheddar, the Big Bed Wetter. So I'm trying to teach my daughter. She hates that, even though she never wet the bed. So I'm trying to teach my granddaughter saying Heather Cheddar, the Big Bed Wetter.
Her father made up a song about her pissing herself.
Well, she never did, but she goes, I never did. I go,
I know.
Nobody has to know that.
See, hey, Jack was trying to be a YouTube star before YouTube was a thing.
Heather, my heart goes out to you. I know you don't listen to this, and why would you listen to your father? But my heart goes out to you. Like I feel like he does this
Cheddar, the Big Bed Wetter.
He does this psychological torture thing with me, and I voluntarily come
on
this show.
Why does it always come around to you? You big whiny.
I don't know, but maybe you do that to everybody.
It always has to come back to me. Oh, I get picked on too. Oh, don't go with that.
This episode title is "You Big Whiny Bitch You."
No. I think the title is very rude about Heather.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, wow, producer. So anyway, she says,
"You're the one with the fucked up song about your child wedding." And she's never done that.
You just
This is the size of her psychological problem. And
I think she did piss herself off. I think she did piss herself on a mountain.
I've just pissed myself right here laughing.
Anyway, can I finish the story, Matt?
No, because
is it coming back to you again?
I don't know. I mean, how often? What other things are you doing to your children? Do you have songs about all of them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I was there the first week it opened.
I wasn't.
Oh, fuck off. Anyways,
4 years away.
Anyway, so I go like when they make Ava. Oh hey. So now when she makes a mess, she goes, oh Ava. That's the story.
That was the punchline?
That's the punchline.
Randy,
she talks to
I'm sorry.
Person,
I mean, this guy up here, it's like he made fun of your punchline, but this guy can't even land a plane.
Hey, fuck off.
So Kim's Convenience, I'm glad that you're enjoying that.
I think it's very. I watched the one where they have the food poisoning, and they have to keep running to the bathroom. And then he does the exercise, and she goes, "Oh, I can't," because they're doing squats. She goes, I can't do that. So the daughter, but then the dad keeps doing it. He shits his pants, and the mom goes, "I'll open up a window."
I love their characters. They are so like the family. I mean, it's kind of a family show.
It is.
It's really about, and there's not a lot of.
He has songs about his daughters.
No, but you kind of wonder though what psychological torture he did to his son, because clearly there's like a rift there. I mean, that's part of the show.
Well, obviously because they don't talk.
Yeah, I like how they play around with it though. It's a little bit of the like moving the chess pieces on the board. It's
right.
Like, oh, the son doesn't go see his dad, and then all of a sudden he's in the convenience store.
Does he end up hooking up with the?
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say, but comes in handy at the store.
Comes in handy.
The store is called Handy.
Is this Robert Kraft?
The rental company is called Handy.
Yeah.
Nick and I are on the same page.
I was thinking the same thing. So Handy rental cars, right?
Yeah, Handy rental car.
They only rent stick shift cars.
That wasn't even funny, but it was funny.
Yeah.
It was a good effort.
I tried. I didn't want to be lumped in with Randy the whole show.
We got to try to do our best to make this Raleigh thing happen, because I want to sit down and get Jack hammered.
I'm not. As long as he's a mean drunk.
I thought it was a miracle if you could pull it off. I know Nick can't, because he's going to Machu Picchu, which is fucking awesome. So
Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I might not be able to make it to Raleigh, but I might be able to make it to Machu Picchu.
I go to Machu Picchu with you.
That would surprise the shit. I'm in the airport. I'm in the airport waiting. And then, like, all of a sudden, I see Chris and his wife and the kids, like, "Hey, we're going to Machu." Like, oh fuck, like, hey, what's on?
But the thing you fucked up with, there's no fucking way I'd bring my kids.
Oh yeah,
and maybe not even my wife. So.
That's actually my favorite. I love going on these vacations because the tour guide is roughly our age. Yeah, like I've had the same guy. He's from Dublin. I've had him for over a decade, and he's great. He's just a few years older. He's Irish.
Time out. This guy from Ireland is giving you the tour of.
Yeah, he's one of those agencies that does like every place in the world. He's the only person I know who's been to all 7 continents. Like he just constantly, that's all he does for a living.
That's my Jackie Stewart impression.
That's awesome.
And I love him because like he's just a few years older than us. He's been doing it since he was like 20 years old. And so that's what we because most people on the trip just want to.
He goes anywhere you go.
We choose him from this company every year. Like, hey, we want this guy.
What if he's booked to go somewhere else?
Then we'll do it for whenever he's available.
Really?
Because we've just been with him for so long that we love him, and he's just a funny, great guy. And he knows he doesn't take you to all the touristy shit that you don't want to avoid. Like he knows all the little secret places. Like, hey, this place is cool. You should check this restaurant out. You should check this place out. And he's really nice in that we do all the touristy shit in the morning. So if we go to Paris, you're going to do the Eiffel Tower and all that crap in the morning, and then the afternoon, he's like, okay, we're going to eat lunch. Go ahead and take the afternoon. Do whatever the fuck you want. And so you kind of have a mix of like things you need to do, and then. Being cool.
He lets you do whatever you want on your vacation.
Yeah, but you know how most tour guys though are like, it's very scheduled. Like get on the bus, get off the bus, and so like me and him, because we're roughly the same age, we just go chill at a bar almost every night and just get hammered. And so I'm the guy on the bus that like shows up every morning like fuck me, just like
So I totally understand and I dig the concept. I think it's awesome, but I'm not familiar with this style of vacation of like going like on a curated tour and having a night.
I like it because it kind of puts a toe in the water of places you're not quite sure about, and if you're going to see the highlights, and if you're like, I fucking love this place, you can always just go back and do your own thing, later on.
Yeah, see, it sounds like a ton of fun. I've always been of like
just do it on your own. Yeah,
but are you doing it with just a group of your friends and stuff, people you know? Are there other people there?
There are people from my hometown.
Like could Matt go?
Yeah, anyone can sign up and go, but the trip is organized from people from my hometown. So we usually have anywhere from 7 to like 15 people go, and we
who's in charge of shooting the signs in Peru?
Oh, it's free for all. They give you.
They have an infinite number of road signs.
They actually have a cannon on the side of the bus, and you can just fire it when you want to.
Because I'm like Chris. Because every time my wife goes, "Let's go here," I go, "I don't want to go with a bunch of fucking people I don't know."
Yeah, like my summer vacation, the one I get excited about every year. It's coming up in about a month or so. Like the whole premise of our vacation is that we get everything that we could possibly need before, bring it with us. So the only times we actually leave the house or the beach is to get like beer if we run out or ice. We don't do anything.
That's the best.
Like
to me, that's that's how I want to relax and have my vacation. Now, if I want to travel and see something, like that's a different mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going to DC next weekend, or a week from this weekend. I'm going down to DC for a wedding, and
you're going with the ex-girlfriend?
No, but we might grab lunch.
Okay.
You're going to see your son again?
So we might get together for lunch. I haven't figured that part out yet, but that was the idea that I think I'm gonna throw out there. So, but anyways, like I'm excited to go down there and just kind of like get down a little bit early. The wedding's on Saturday afternoon. I think we're gonna go down there and just walk around and do our own thing.
Do you know what part of DC?
No, I probably should.
There's DC. There's Washington.
Matt. Jesus Christ!
It's a big area.
Was that Matt?
No, that's not me.
Damn, Matt! Jesus Christ!
He didn't have the balls to say it out loud.
No, he didn't.
What? No.
Yeah, coward.
Are we done with this
I guess
show
I'm a
yet?
little like Chris. It's like because my wife is always like, "We'll take this. We'll go to Europe and do that." I go, I don't want to. But we took I've told the story before. We went on a tour to the Alps in Switzerland, and the lady kept the tour guide. It was Mount Titulus or something like that, but she kept saying Dickless.
Oh fuck! I would have lost it.
Well, it was me, Cindy, my daughters, and 2 people from Canada and 2 people from America. And every time she said where we were going, we bust up laughing, and she's just looking at us like going, "Fucking Americans," because she literally was saying Mount Dickless, and I'm like going,
That's an oxymoron.
How do you not laugh at Mount Dickless? I mean, how do you not laugh at that?
I don't know. I mean, you need to come up with another name for it.
I do want to take the Band of Brothers tour. I do want to do. Yeah, I want to go back to France, but I don't want to do the Paris thing because I've seen Paris. It's just trashy.
2019. That's actually what my group did. I didn't go on that one because I just moved here, and I didn't think it was appropriate for me to get a new job, move somewhere, and then go, "Hey, I'm going on vacation." But that's what they did. They started in London, and then went over and did Normandy, over to Amsterdam,
and I wasn't invited.
If you wanted to go, I didn't go.
Well, who cares about you? I would have gone.
You're talking about a hypothetical thing.
No, his group. I would even volunteer to shoot the signs.
It's not even real.
It's all made up, man. It's really just Matt. It's just Matt and Chris and I just doing peyote and just just going, look, man, that's where the Germans are over there.
It's Glatzfelden.
Dude, we should fucking absolutely create like a 2-week podcast of just like a journal of us going on vacation somewhere. Like, could you fucking imagine? That's a goddamn sitcom. Could you imagine us, the 4 of us, going to some random fucking like vacation place? You could definitely make a reality.
We got to go somewhere where we're not going to get shot.
Well, it's like
where are you thinking?
Indiana.
Well, I'm not thinking here because God, I want to get out of here.
We're leaving. We're going to leave the United States, so our chance of that happens going to be.
I really like
reduced
Switzerland
significantly.
Switzerland's great. Yeah.
Someone's gonna bankroll this fucking sitcom.
I think we know where we need to go, and it's Machu Picchu.
Can we go, Nick, and we'll pretend we don't know you?
It'll be like,
whoa!
We'll sit behind you, Nick.
No, but we have to go. We have to go before Nick, so we have to go to the top first. So when he gets to the top of Machu Picchu, we're all sitting there like, "Fuck you!"
We beat you to it. We beat you to it. And your Irish guy goes, what are you doing?
Your friends from home can suck it.
Randy, I don't think now's the time to talk about India. They're going through some really hard times. That was a record.
Although that would no.
India. I would love to go to India.
I love it.
I've got shots.
Pandemic aside, India would be fucking awesome.
I have friends and family.
You'll shit your pants in India because
of course you will. Anytime you have that much curry, dude, it's bound to happen.
Can I just say this? There's too many people in India. I'd watch Amazing Race, and I used to go, "There's too many people."
It's like going back to China. Like China and India both have no fucking rules to the road. So there's no lanes, there's no lines. Of like, oh, this is your lane, you stay in it. No, it's just a fucking free for all. So you can have 6, 8, 10. Just jam-packed full of cars, and they're all just interweaving at all times. And then sometimes
that's what the future of the United States is going to be. Because I've witnessed it on the road, man. It's just everybody's just doing this.
I know you've seen it, Nick, but I'd like to see the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, it's cool.
I would love to see
Well, the only part that's maintained...
Chris, think of the fun we could have on the Great Wall of China.
Dude. Can't catch me. Just running down the wall.
Throwing ropes over like playing games of Thrones.
It's not flat. It's
Bring
not like
the
it's a wall level.
Bring the fire!
Yeah, it goes like
up and down.
It's up and down.
Honestly, though, that would be a really funny show. And I would watch us.
I would watch us too.
I would
Nick, invite us.
You gotta have a camera.
I think he said that we can invite ourselves.
Not only did Matt say I'm not going to watch it, Matt's not going to go.
Imagine we're in the Himalayas,
Why
we're
would they ditch me?
You see,
you record us.
Jack and me and Chris are out in like our snow gear, like we're in the fucking Himalayas, and then Matt shows up in fucking jeans, and we're like, what
the Canadian tuxedo, like snowsuit.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's climb Mount Everest. I got my jeans on.
Nope.
I could sled down Mount Everest.
Or when we go to Ireland and we keep having to turn away from where all the sheep are.
This is why I couldn't travel with you. When we would go into anywhere,
it's that questionnaire on the customs form. Have you guys visited a farm lately?
On the airplane over, you would be practicing phrases of like, "This guy's a sheep fucker."
Yeah.
Do you have any sheep for him to fuck?
Excuse me, hostess or flight attendant. Do you allow sheep fuckers on flights anymore? There's one right here. Right here.
Forget the peanuts. We got a sheep fucker
right here.
Thanks, guys. I don't know how I would last. Like the end of the show would just be me leaving. Like, what happened to Matt? I don't know. We psychologically tortured him. I'd be weird.
Give him some vitamin C, some B12.
Can't you see this man has exhausted his ejaculation? That's why he's so skinny. He needs more meat.
Raw papers.
Gretchen is from Ireland.
You guys suck. So thanks for joining us live tonight. Did we have to do a second commercial break? Is that what we have to do?
I don't know. You're the producer. What the fuck?
I think that's what John said.
I say fuck the commercial.
Fuck it right here.
Yep. Yeah, fuck it. Romanowski style.
Oh my god! Like I was bad. You just like combined all of those into some nightmare.
You want me to read what is in the private chat?
No, that's okay. Let's just. That's Chris's business. That is for Chris.
Chris, it's to everyone. I can see.
Well, if you guys can read it, then
can you see
morning,
it,
ladies.
So, real quick, I had this. Well, I don't need to talk about it. It's okay.
No, we're here for you.
Oh, Matt.
No. It's not really that big of a deal.
Don't you just bring that.
It was the most exciting thing to happen to me this week. I was going through a bunch of old shit, and I found this.
I found a sheep farm here in Indiana.
The memories.
Yeah, I was looking at all of the cards, and the memories of the farm. The good times we had. You know, I don't even have any photos of sheep when the sheep were on the farm.
Why would you?
I don't know because it was
poking out of your pants.
Have you seen this guy? Have you seen this sheep fucker
Thanks.
at the post office?
Oh, let me go here. I'll let you guys finish, okay?
Oh, like the sheep did. And he's back.
Oh my god, my eyes are burning. I'm all in for this vacation.
You're muted, Matt.
Oh, thanks. That's okay. I'm usually muted by your laughter. So I was going through all of these like boxes of old greeting cards and just photos, and I find this bag with this document in it, and I'll show it here on the show here.
Why did you leave me?
It is made on animal hide here, so it's
sheepskin.
Sheepskin, probably, most likely.
I'm gonna throw up.
And it's signed here by one Mr. Not my favorite president, but he is on the $20 bill. So Andrew Jackson there. So
this is you sent us this. So was this part of like your house? Is this like
now?
This was something that I found in some things of mine, and I really don't know where it came from.
Now, why would you be holding that with your hands? You should know enough about paper that you should be having wearing gloves while you hold it.
I don't know. It's been in my possession this long.
Is it actually signed? Is it a stamps? Well, it would be a stamp signing.
There was a place for a seal, but the seal has
fallen. Like Nick's saying, why would you put your fingers on it when it could have Andrew Jackson's DNA on it?
Yeah, I know. Oh, wait, it's got Andrew Jackson's DNA all over it, huh?
Well,
because he just
that was his seal of approval. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, let me get the screen off of me. Anyway, so I was just really like, first of all, I was like, where did this come from, right? You know, and I started going into
from.
No, I'm being serious about the DNA because it would have his fingerprints, his
possibly, but it's been passed around.
Yeah, it's almost 200 years old.
Quite a bit.
It's gone. So yeah.
So it dates back to 1835. That is written on there September 15th or September. I can't remember.
This is from your house or your business?
No, this was in my own personal stuff. This is where it's a little bit of a mystery because I do know most of the things that I have possession of, right?
But
I'm going through these things and I run across this. This was in a plastic baggie, just a normal Glad.
And you've taken it out of the plastic bag.
I took it out of the plastic bag. And there was a photo of me from when I was like 9 years old, in with it just randomly
on the farm.
And so I pulled it out, and immediately I was like, oh, this is different kind of, this is like animal parchment, paper. And then I'm looking at it and reading through it. It has coordinates. I put in the coordinates, and it is a location near Napoleon, Ohio. Henry County, Ohio is where some of my family is from, and somehow the name on it is John Sorick, so it is not my last name.
Did you look up? Have you checked? I
haven't dove in further with his name or the lineage to me, if there is any. But basically, the document is kind of a receipt of this sale of 160 acres in that county.
So he sold land to this John Surick.
No, Andrew Jackson didn't. Andrew Jackson just authorized the sale.
When was Andrew Jackson president?
1830s.
1830s. So it's 1835.
Yeah, I double checked the.
Why would the president sign?
Because it's
a territory at the time. Well, no, it is a state.
So this is this has to deal with the it even has it in here, according to the provisions of the Act of Congress of the 24th of April 1820, entitled "An Act Making Further Provisions for the Sale of Public Lands." So it's the sale of public lands is basically what.
So you have no idea who this guy is. This John.
I don't know how he relates to me. And if he does.
Well, how did you end up with the paper?
I don't know. I do know that the land is near where my family is around or from. So I have no idea how it connects to me in any way. It's not a deed to the land. That was kind of the funny joke of the house the day I found it, because the kids and my wife were like, "Okay, I want my 160 acres now." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It doesn't work like that."
Well, what's on the land now?
There's a farm there. I was able to kind of like Google map it, and possibly, I don't know if at one point it was in our family possession. I don't know how I came into this. It must have came through me through one of the Eichhoffs. At first, I thought it was through my Russell side, because my one grandfather went to a lot of auctions and what have you. But this is something separate that I think was perhaps my grandmother would have given this to me, at some point, and just been like, "Oh, here, take this, Matt," or something.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember how it came into my being. But
I'm being all seriousness. It's very cool.
To have something that's this old with a president's signature on it twice, and on the back it even has more writing, which has to do when it was entered into the kind of the recorded records of that county, because in the verbiage at some point it's kind of listing all of these map coordinates, and then at some point it says sans subject, meaning they don't know what this is.
Talk to me, Willie.
Have you Googled the guy's name?
I have, yeah. I haven't found anything to deal with him. So I would probably have to look in maybe some local records. I usually go back to Ohio around the 4th of July time, when Chris kind of has his vacation time. Usually that first week of July. So
talk to me, Willie. We have to save
I know it is totally like some of that. But I'm going to kind of research it a little bit further. But
I think it's really cool. Myself.
It surprised me, because I know most of the stuff that I own. So this was kind of like where did this come from? I mean, I know I throw stuff in boxes and stuff, but this had to have come to me through my
should have left it in the plastic, though.
I will put it back in the plastic, Jack.
Well, it's too late now. You've been touching it.
I'm not worried about that.
I am.
I can tell that you are, but it's.
I'm being serious.
Dude, I rubbed my genitals all over that.
I bet you did, because it has Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson,
yeah, I know. Yeah. You like those Tennessee boys.
Cut the last 20 seconds, because that was like a one-act play. You guys were just going back and forth about his ejaculate on a document from 1889. Like that was fantastic.
Well, he used to have that big thing of cheese, right? So
cheese. Andrew Jackson did?
Yeah, he used to have a big thing of cheese,
right?
No, it was a big thing of cheese. If you watch The West Wing, you would know this.
Oh, okay.
There's this really
I thought it was Swiss, because it's full.
There's this really funny saying on here. It says, "Now know ye," and it's just such an old timey phrase.
What does it say?
"Now know ye."
How know ye?
Now know ye. So
how know ye?
I don't know if you can see that there now.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Wait. Now know ye.
It's plural. Yeah.
Who's ye?
Now know everybody.
Ye is plural for
everybody should know this.
I've never been to Peru.
Instead of you, it's ye, which is many. Which is where y'all comes from. Ye all.
No one says y'all.
I say y'all all the time. And
I don't.
Yeah, but that's different. Y'all is different than ye all.
Y'all.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but where y'all came from, like most people think it means you all, but it's really coming from
all,
Old
everybody.
English, which was ye all, and then it got shortened. Yeah, you all.
No, I mean, that's interesting. So ye all is contracted down to y'all.
So could this have anything to do with the dead bodies next to your house?
That's what I was getting at.
Nothing to do with this. Is
the fucking map. Did you find a gold doubloon to go with it too?
No, seriously, it couldn't be more boring. This is this land is in Ohio.
According to you, we got to juice it up.
Oh, I see. I thought we were going to juice it up when we go to Peru.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do that too, but that
they got llamas down there.
I like them tall.
And they spit.
I like them taller.
And they make a really nice sweater. It's not like,
It's perfect.
Well, while you're down there, I'm just assuming that one would say this.
So alpaca wool is like one of the softest wools ever.
Mhm.
Does that mean alpaca pubes are like super soft? I mean,
they get shaven off, so I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I guess Matt would know, right?
I would not know, but I think this is something that Nick has to find out. You know, when you go to Peru, look for if they have any like alpaca pube wool sweaters.
I'll take some photos for you.
Like,
okay,
I'm sure the Irish guy knows.
Right? I need like I want my next alpaca wool sweater to be a pube only sweater. Like,
you imagine I go down there. I'm like, no habla español, but I know how to say pube sweater in perfect Spanish.
right.
I need a sweater made out of alpaca dicks. Let's go.
Also imagining you learning the words alpaca penis. I have to see.
Okay.
I have to see your
maybe
alpaca
the episode title could be alpaca pubes.
Because if they've waited this long, they need that payoff.
How the fuck do we go from the story from Jack's daughter to fucking alpaca
Granddaughter. Oh no, I'm sorry, daughter. I can't.
You actually talked about both of them.
That's true. That's true.
You sung about one.
Cheddar, the big bed. What? I have songs for all my kids, so you know.
Yeah, I can tell.
It's just
all right.
You know what we don't have a song for?
Don't fuck with me.
But you know what we all should do?
We should
take a commercial break.
No, we should just.
No, we should end this show.
I'm good with that. Is it 11:08 already?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, is John here? Are the Giants winning today? Probably not.
We don't need any more baseball talk.
We've already talked enough baseball.
We lost Janie because
we're on to alpacas now.
She didn't know more about Oakland than I did.
Alpacas.
I always like it when we finish the show strong, where we've gained more listeners as the episode.
But I don't think we finished strong.
Oh, alpaca pubes!
Alpaca pube sweaters. I mean, how much stronger you can't get.
It's like pull this puppy
well,
over.
only if they're softer, right? That was the.
That's why you get the pubes.
That's the sticking point, right?
If you're a listener and you know how to translate, do you have alpaca pube sweaters? Please let us know.
I'm pretty sure there's an app for it.
Email us any information that you want.
I'm sure the Irish guy has an app for it, right?
Randy, I appreciate you sending us an email. I'm sorry that we humiliated you on air.
Nobody humiliated Randy on air. We did it behind the scenes.
Well, if you want another drawing, Randy, go ahead and email us.
Now you're giving drawings again?
Well, yeah, I can give out a drawing if somebody wants, or a postcard. I can drop you a line.
I think they'd rather have one from W.
As I've been going through all of this old shit, I've been running across like a bunch of old postcards. Right. So I'd be happy to send you a postcard as well.
Nick, repeat after me, Nick.
A postcard?
Tienen suéteres de velo púbico de alpaca. Tienen
suéteres, yeah.
De velo.
De velo.
Púbico.
Púbico.
Púbico. De alpaca.
De alpaca. Yeah.
Alpaca.
And you should throw in something about fish tacos in there as well.
If you want a postcard for me or a drawing,
keep Matt happy.
Send us an email at the broadcast.
The broadcast.
Nice. Send us.
Hey, what is the broadcast email? We should have people send all their emails to the broadcast.
Yeah, that's a good plan. But if you really want to send it to us, send it to RCAD.
No, send it to the broadcast.
We lost Jack because he just interrupts my flow. Send in an email at rcadcast@gmail.com. If you like this show, go ahead and rate and review us on iTunes and become a patron member. Go over to jandjack.com, click on the patron link, and I'm just going to ignore Jack flipping me off because he's pissed off that he doesn't get to interrupt my shtick. All right. I have some lists of some names. They might not be my best, but Chris will read them off. These are the patrons that make this show possible. I really appreciate what you do, and I'm sorry if I butcher your names. But here we go. First up.
Chex Tac Mix.
I like it.
I like Czech Sack Mix. I like that's good.
It sucks.
Eckhart, Army of the Dead. Did you just put his name in front of something that?
That's all he did. That's all he did.
Lazy
Holy
writing.
fuck. Did you have to buy a stamp to mail this shit in? Ed sleeps with the fishes.
Did we talk about fishes other than fish?
Why is it getting killed?
I thought it was just a cool drawing because it combined everything.
It's a shark.
Matt, you were the only one who talked about fishes on tonight's show. Yeah. It might have been
no. Technically, he didn't talk about fishes.
I may not have mentioned fishes openly.
John says that the broadcast doesn't shit on their listeners. Well, they need to start.
Well, dude, seriously. I mean, it's satisfying sometimes.
And by the way, Ed, it's not an insult to sleeps with the fishes all the time. All right.
San Diego Maggies. Okay, so for a hot second here, you did do a nice job of having a more artistic approach to these names, as you kind of have a little.
I'm sure
I didn't draw on these second ones. Sorry.
I'm sure you fucked up on Greg's.
Oh, stick to the chat, Joanne. Oh, but.
What is Joanne? What did Joanne do?
Wait, because Jack said earlier, stick to the chat, Randy, and I thought it was kind of a funny.
So you literally just took things that we said and attached people's names to them.
God, you find Andrew Jackson. The president of the United States signed something for you.
Greg Akers is the place to be. That's your front runner.
It was. I finished strong.
I gotta say,
I still
Matt,
like the mix. The mix is
no, I'm disappointed. I think you took the lazy way out.
Well, I hope you enjoyed what we did today, and
I'm not wrong.
This was a great show.
I'm not wrong.
It should have been Maggie.
Great show, kids! It was 1 in a million.